This week on Sequoyah Scribe Newscast, Joshua visits the Geoscience Club to check out the new club at Sevier.
Joshua also investigates the new Star Wars movie to see why some people are connecting it with racism.
And in our sports segment, Logan and I take a look at the boys' basketball team. All this and more is coming up on SSN. Good morning, Sevier Middle. My name is Gabriel.
And I'm Kristin. Welcome to this week's episode of the Sequoyah Scribe Newscast.
A new club has become a part of John Sevier Middle School in recent weeks. The new club is the Geoscience Club. Joshua filed this report.
Recently, a Geoscience Club was started here at Sevier.
I graduated with my master's from Mississippi State this past August and had a phenomenal experience with it. I got to see a real EF2 tornado, and that was part of my master's. I earned credit for that. I had a chance to go down to Chattanooga and see why Rock City and the Lost Sea and Ruby Falls, why they were formed.
Geoscience, the field of science which the club is focused around, is a very broad area.
Geoscience is the study of Earth and everything in the universe. It is all-encompassing. There are a lot of geoscientists that have a bumper sticker that say, "Yes, I know everything. I'm a geoscientist."
Baker has many plans for the club.
We will do a lot of hands-on activities where when we go down to Chattanooga to see the Lost Sea and Ruby Falls, where we can take water and have it react with limestone to eat away so we can see how the falls were formed.
Who all can join?
Any student at John Sevier Middle School can join. Any teacher at John Sevier Middle School can join.
My name is Sam. I'm an 8th grade student and I'm in the Geoscience Club.
My name is Keely and I'm in the 8th grade and I'm in Mr. Baker's pre-AP science class.
The students that attended the meeting were there for similar reasons.
Well, Mr. Baker seems, he's a good guy, and he said there's some really cool stuff going on with the Geoscience Club, and I decided to join. It'd be really cool.
I decided to attend this meeting because I wanted to see if I would like what we're going to do in this.
Some of the attendees joined the club.
Yes, probably, most definitely, because there's a lot of cool things that we're doing. I really like the whole science thing, and it's pretty cool, I think.
The students in Baker have many hopes for the Geoscience Club.
Well, I hope it'll grow, and I hope we'll go on cool field trips like he says we will. He says we'll take some trips up to Base Mountain, and we'll go look at the stars, and go to Chattanooga and weather search. I think it'll be pretty cool.
My hope for this club is that I expose kids to the geosciences of Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and Western North Carolina. We live in the richest geoscience area of the world.
Baker is very excited about his upcoming club.
Excited to be doing this at John Sevier Middle School, excited to maybe build up some excitement from my students and maybe the 6th and 7th grade students that they could really get into the geosciences and maybe follow it down in their life as a career.
Reporting for SSN, this has been Joshua.
In other news, 3 Kingsport City students were recently named winners in an essay contest established by the Hero and You Foundation. Winning authors were Mather Conkle from Mrs. Stacy's classroom at Lincoln Elementary School, Macy Peters from Miss Hobbs' classroom at Johnson Elementary School, and Madison Cox from Mrs. Lewis' classroom at Adams Elementary School.
The Sevier Middle Yearbook recently held a cover design contest. The grade level yearbook contest winners are 6th grader Cheyenne Houchins, 7th grader Nazareth Robinson, and 8th grader Blakely Gamble and Allie Chase. Blakely Gamble's design will be used for the cover of the new yearbook.
At a recent KCS Board of Education meeting, VOE member Karen Reed Wright recognized DB High School senior Teresa Cahill for earning a perfect composite score of 36 on the ACT. Less than 0.1% of all students who take the ACT earn a perfect score.
Soon, something new will be popping up in the theaters around Kingsport, a new Star Wars movie. Joshua investigates what opinions surround the new movie and filed this report.
Star Wars was a worldwide phenomenon back when it was first released. Many people still like it today.
Well, I was never allowed to watch them because I was too young.
Yes, I like Star Wars because I'm a big science fiction fan.
Sure, because it was like the first movie that my dad ever had me watch with him.
Recently, a new Star Wars movie was announced. The students of Sevier are excited.
Yes, very excited.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of action.
Even though there have been several trailers, little is still known about the plot of the movie.
Oh, I don't know. I think that it's going to be action-packed like all the others. I think that we're going to see the next phase of what is happening with some of the characters that we've really grown to love.
I really don't know, but a bunch of surprising stuff that nobody saw coming.
Recently, Star Wars has been scrutinized. Some people are calling the saga racist and are using the hashtag Star Wars boycott. What does Sevier know about this boycott?
Not much.
I recently learned a little bit about it, and I was surprised to see that people were saying that it was an anti-white or a white genocide supporting movie. And I just didn't quite get that feel for what I think the movie is about.
The main issue with the new movie is the spotlight of an African-American character in a main role.
I do not think it would make it racist, because in all of the other movies there have been people of different races, and basically they've all had pretty much the same role.
No, because they can have anybody in the movie that they want to. It's their movie, not anybody else's. And it doesn't really matter what color they are.
Would the students of Sevier join the ranks of these Star Wars boycotters?
No, I wouldn't join the boycott. I'm really excited about the movie, and I feel like it will carry on a great tradition.
Reporting for SSN, this has been Joshua.
December is about to kick off the holiday season. What can we expect from this week's weather? Elizabeth is standing by in the Sevier Weather Center with the answer.
This past weekend, temperatures were generally mild in the Tri-Cities. What will the weather be like this week? Good morning, I'm Elizabeth. On Monday, rain will arrive in Kingsport, but temperatures will stay mild with a high near 60. The low overnight will drop to about 49 degrees. On Tuesday, rain is likely to continue. The high temperature on Tuesday will be 61 degrees. At night, temperatures will drop down to about 45 degrees. On Wednesday, the rain will start moving out of the area and temperatures will drop. The high will be around 53 degrees and the low will drop to about 30 degrees. Thursday and Friday should be mostly clear, but temperatures will continue to be cool, particularly at night. That's it for today's weather report. Now let's go back to the newscast studio.
Last week, the girls and boys basketball teams took on Church Hill, and Keely has the scores and more in this week's sports report.
Cooler weather has arrived in Kingsport, and the middle school basketball season is full of swing. Good morning, my name is Keely. This past Wednesday, the girls' basketball teams took on Church Hill. The Sevier Junior Varsity girls' basketball team defeated Church Hill, as did the varsity girls' team. The varsity girls' basketball team took on Church Hill and won by 25 points. The leading scorer was Jaden Potts with 16 points. The junior varsity basketball team also defeated Church Hill. They won by 40 points. The leading scorer was Olivia Doran with 22 points. The varsity boys basketball team defeated Church Hill on Monday night. They won with a score of 56-45. Abai Relaford led the Warriors with 14 points, while Zane Whitson had 12, Gavin Roberts had 10, and Matthew Moore had 8 points. The JV boys basketball team defeated Church Hill with a score of 45-34. Zane Whitson led the all-score with 17 points, and Nasir Sinsabog added 15 points. With the basketball season in full swing, Gabriel and Logan took a closer look at this year's basketball team.
As the leaves start to fall in Kingsport, many people realize that it's basketball time. The boys' basketball team explained their feelings about this season ahead.
Neutral, really, because I don't know who we're up against.
I think it'll be pretty good.
I think it'll go pretty good. The JV might struggle just a little, but we'll be all right. The sixth graders are getting a lot better since the first day, but I think it'll turn out pretty good.
The players give their opinion about how strong they feel the team is.
Very strong.
Very strong.
Well, if it comes to like arms and stuff, it's pretty weak, but in heart and stuff, it's actually pretty good.
The players explained why they like basketball as a sport.
Because it's a fast and intense sport.
Basketball is one of my favorite sports, and it's really intense and it's fast going.
Well, I like it because I can usually foul people without getting in too much trouble, and my coaches won't get mad at me whenever I foul somebody usually.
The players spend many hours with each other. How good are their relationships?
Very good because they all worked well together and we passed really well.
I feel good about them because they're all usually nice and we work well together and they're pretty nice.
I feel pretty good about them. We got 3 new people. They're getting to know things a little, and we're going to be pretty good.
Reporting for SSN, this has been Gabriel and Logan.
This Tuesday, the girls' basketball team will take on Liberty Bell at Sevier starting at 4:30 p.m. On Wednesday, the teams will take on Ben's Middle School at Sevier starting at 4:30 p.m. And on Thursday, the JV girls team will take on Robinson Middle School at R&R starting at 4 o'clock p.m. Also this Tuesday, the boys' basketball team will face off against Liberty Bell at Liberty Bell Middle School starting at 4:30 p.m. On Thursday, the JV boys team will take on Robinson Middle starting at 5 p.m. at R&R. That's it for this week's sports report. Let's go back to the newscast studio.
Since Sevier Middle has a lot of Star Wars fans and a new Star Wars movie is coming out soon, Keely and Allison hit the halls to find out if Star Wars or Star Trek is the favorite at Sevier Middle School.
The students of John Sevier debate over which is better, Star Wars or Star Trek. SSN hit the halls to find out how the students feel about this.
Star Wars. Because I like Yoda.
Star Wars, because it's always this complicated.
Star Wars because they've got lightsabers.
Star Wars because Star Wars has better graphics and it's more interesting and it has lightsabers and I've always wanted one.
I definitely prefer Star Wars better. I grew up with it. Star Trek was a little bit before my time, the first TV show, and you got to admit special effects in Star Wars are a whole lot better.
Star Trek because it is it's more entertaining than Star Wars, and Star Wars is lame.
Star Trek because it has more action.
I like Star Trek, and particularly I like the Next Generation. That was kind of when I was a college kid with Jean-Luc Picard. He was my favorite.
Well, I prefer Star Wars because I like the light years and all of them are that green thing, I don't know what it is, but I like him.
Star Wars because Star Trek, you just go around the galaxy not doing anything, not really action. But Star Wars, you get most of the action.
I like Star Wars better than Star Trek, even though I don't really like either show or movie that much. But I like Star Wars because I like Yoda. I like the way that he talks. Instead of asking people to do things, he tells them what to do. Instead of saying, can you sit down? He says, you will sit down. And I think it's kind of cool, the power he has over other people.
I don't like neither one because I don't ever watch it, and I don't feel like to watch it.
Well, Star Wars, of course, 'cause, well, who cares about Beam Me Up, Scotty? What's the point in that?
If you want to tell us your opinion, then tweet us at the hashtag SSNHitTheHalls, and your comment may be on the next episode. Now let's go back to the newscast studio.
That's it for this week's episode of the Sequoyah Scribe Newscast.
When we return, Allison and Keely take a look back at the fall dance.
Logan and I take a look into the controversy surrounding the good behavior trips at Sevier.
And in sports, Elizabeth and I interview the new wrestling coach of Sevier Middle.
I'm Gabriel.
And I'm Kristin. Have a great week, Sevier Middle.